All right, hello everyone, and welcome to Q&A live stream number 137. It is approximately 8:22 p.m. right here on the East Coast in the great state of New Jersey. Today is Friday, April 2nd, 2021. So a couple of significant developments today, especially regarding Hilco Merchants. Liquidation sales have officially begun at some Fry's Electronics stores, approximately 21 locations. Express, they're finishing up some liquidation sales, Hilco Merchants. And Hilco Merchants is finishing up a Bed Bath & Beyond in Texas and a Bed Bath & Beyond in Alabama. Yeah, I actually just ate Chipotle. Just maybe a couple minutes ago. I just finished up some Chipotle. But anyways, so yeah, lots of developments today. Obviously, you guys saw the updated map of the non-liquidating Sears and Kmart stores. I typically like to do those when a certain number of stores are announced, as that significantly reduces the number of Sears and Kmart stores. So, yeah. Okay, so we got a lot of people. Hi, Tiger Boy PR17. How are you? Hello, Elevators of Steel City by Otis Elevator Fan 102. How are you? Alexander Lim, how are you? Oh, you had Wendy's. That's great. Hello, Muhammad Sonic Boom. How are you? And hi, Fantech0104. Oh, Fantech0104, by the way, I don't know if you saw, but happy birthday. And I just saw your video. You were in Teterboro today. I'm pretty close to that area, believe it or not. Like, very close, actually. Yeah, Suffolk, Virginia, and that store is shutting down May 13th, if I looked at the list. Yes, Lord & Taylor closed Ridge Hill December 29th, which was about 3 months ago. So yeah, lots of significant developments with that today. Obviously, I went over the Target thing earlier this week. And I believe the Sears and Rancho Cucamonga and the 2 Kmarts in Florida began liquidation sales. If not today, then they began them yesterday. Hi, Nicola Solar. How are you? I kind of want to stay away from those countries just until COVID kind of gets under control internationally. But yeah, Tokyo, I think, seems like a cool city. So. Sears jobs. See if there's anything new going on with some careers at Sears. Sears careers. Nope, the last one was tweeted out 8 hours ago for, what was it, Montana. Time to get serious about summer. I can't believe Kmart is still tweeting out, which is crazy. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I think it's gonna happen. I mean, just given that they have the super center already in Garfield, and what's it called? And the attendance too. Unfortunately, that's another one that really hits hard. You take a look. It's the size and the scope of the mall, and that's the problem. 24 is gone. Modell's is gone, but Walmart is what's it called? Walmart is better off cutting their losses and just closing that location, because you have the one in Garfield and you have the one in Teterboro. There's no reason to keep the Solderbrook one open anymore. It made sense before Teterboro came along, but once Teterboro came along, I mean, I'm sure there's less foot traffic in there compared to the Garfield and the store in Teterboro. It generally doesn't make sense for that Saddlebrook Walmart to stay open anymore. I think it really needs to go too. Oh, something just went down wrong. My apologies. Oh, you went to you went to Ridgefield Park. Yeah, I know they have what's it over there? NY, S&W, and Norfolk. I think they have like a thing there. Um, but yeah, that's a shame. But I'm glad you were able to catch some trains off the Pascack Valley line over there, which is nice. Thanks. Yeah, I don't really celebrate Happy Good Friday. Yeah, yeah, I get that's probably a nice hotel. Fry's, they didn't really install elevators inside Fry's. Many of them used to be Incredible Universe, which I think had a contract with Otis. Yes, they're no longer at Westfield Garden State Plaza. The closest Baskin Robbins to me is like I think in Hackensack. Yeah, Fry's 1983 to 2021. Still sad though. Hey Joe, how are you? But but yeah, the Disney store's already shut down. Freehold is already gone. That closed the 23rd. Yeah, no, Disney's not closing any more stores after that. That's it. The stores are already done. They closed last week, I believe. Um, you know, sorry, the store fixtures because with Fry's Electronics, I'm sorry, I can't get my words out tonight. Fry's Electronics, each of their stores had a different theme at each of their stores, so I think that's why personally they were pushing to sell the fixtures because they know people would pay a lot of money for that. Yeah, there are many Kmart's that have already closed already. There's not too many. There's 21 Kmart's left in the United States and including its territories. Obviously, not counting the Australia division, which, by the way, is a lot more successful than the United States division. Yeah, Destiny USA is in trouble. Yeah, because Newark's the only airport in Jersey. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it is Autism Awareness Day. It's a special day today. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. Yeah, Destiny USA is in trouble, unfortunately. Sears Mexico is pretty good. Yeah, Sears Mexico is good, and Kmart Australia is pretty good. Um, yeah, I actually just signed up for the vaccine, so I'm hopefully this week or next. I want to get it as soon as possible now, just because of the eligibility, of course. Yeah, JFK is definitely number one. Newark is number two. I'd put LaGuardia at number three, actually, and Stewart International Airport. Um, mm, I could see Westchester even being better than Stewart. JFK is definitely number one, no doubt about that. That's the number one airport in the New York area. New York would be definitely number two. LaGuardia number three, and I think the others like HPN three. What's it called? Westchester four, and then Stewart International Airport number five. That's how I would rate it. Best Buy already closed their stores. Yeah, maybe they just weren't running any trains. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, because that's United's. Newark is United's premier East Coast hub, so I think that's like they're the dominant carrier in that airport. That's like their number one hub on the East Coast of the United States. I don't know what you mean by that. Yes, I heard about Goodwill closing 8 stores in the Bay Area. Not doesn't affect me, of course, because I live on the East Coast, not in the San Francisco area. Yeah, Destiny USA is really like in some deep crap. I'm not even going to show it, but I'll gladly read off their Wikipedia page for you guys. Yeah, I mean, in 2020, they lost J.C. Penney, Lord and Taylor, Michaels, Best Buy, and Littman Jewelers. So not good. I mean, J.C. Penney was part of a nationwide thing that sadly made the list. I'm still stuck on my teeth. Hold on one second, guys. Um, But yeah, that I mean, Lord and Taylor was not the mall's fault. That Lord and Taylor closed all of their stores, and that one sadly was one of the first to go. It wasn't part of phase two; it was part of phase one. And then J.C. Penney, of course, closed some underperforming locations, which is just very unfortunate. So Oh, I get it. Yeah, I got my appointment. Do you have a fan mail address? No. I don't have a PO box, unfortunately. I do have an email. And that's about the best thing for any business inquiries. Of course, you can go to my channel thing, and if you have more questions about that, you can if you have more questions about that, you can send it to this email. If you have questions about that, and I'll back to you as soon as possible on that. So yeah, I just use my email at this point. I'm sorry if I'm not answering everybody's question. Yeah, yeah, no, definitely. I'm glad to. I didn't. I signed up for it, but I didn't get an appointment yet. I'm hoping to get one too. Yeah, and then they actually just recently opened up a Goodwill, the outlet and distribution center in Hackensack, which used to be the old ABC warehouse. They really made it nice there, and I think that's why they pulled the plug on Paramus, which makes total sense in my opinion. No, I just signed up for the vaccine. I'm not surprised. Nobody's buying jewelry in the age of COVID, especially there. Yeah, that's probably what Destiny USA's fate's going to be, sadly. Yeah, you're welcome. Oh, good. I'm glad. Yeah, I registered, and I'm hoping to get mine in the middle of April because I definitely want. I mean, especially with things spiking a little bit. Um, I just want to get the vaccine just to be safe. I don't think Disney closed at King of Prussia. I can't imagine they would. Oh, that's really weird. I don't know why they would. Why would you close? Yeah, Disney should have not closed. That must have been a leasing dispute. Unless, unless. Oh, yep. They have a Disney outlet just north of what is it? It looks like just north of King of Prussia. Okay, then that makes sense. Then that's a market correction thing. No, the ABC warehouse in South Hackensack became a Goodwill. Oh yeah, I was in a West Elm recently in Paramus, I think last weekend. Which mall has an MB18 policy? I believe they are doing that within partnership of SB360 Capital Partners, who is also um, the people responsible for what's it called? Doing the Sears closings rather currently. I could see why. Yeah, there was a Disney store many years ago at Paramus Park, but then they put it back in Westfield Garden State Plaza, and it just made sense at the end of the day. They are. I just don't know exactly when that Boscov's is opening up in Ohio because I know they do one store a year, but they're trying to delay it a little bit due to the pandemic, unfortunately. Consumer confidence, I think, has to go back up. Sorry, didn't mean to do that to Joe. Yes, there was, but I think it's gone now. I think there used to be a Disney store in Quaker Bridge, and that's gone as well. Yes, J.C. Penney and Lord and Taylor closed. J.C. Penney closed in 2017. Lord and Taylor closed in 2020, early last year. Yes, the only anchor left at Met Palisade Center is Macy's. Yeah, I think some of them are closing the 18th, and then there's another round closing May 2nd, and then it's going to be followed by the Sears Grand, which is the last one there. So, Oh, okay. Have a good night, Fantex 014. Glad we're able to talk. And I can't believe you were in Teterboro today. But yeah, anyways. All right. See you later. Yes, we know that, Brandon. We know Nordstrom is gone. We know Lord and Taylor's gone and Sears. Hi, Scorch. How are you? Well, I got a lot of people on here, but it's a Friday, so I'm not surprised. Yes, yes. The mall and Palisades has restaurants going for it, and it's far enough for Riverside where there's not like competition. So it does have restaurants going for the property. That's what the mall really has going for itself. How are you, Tasha Durock, Akboy 18? Disney, not yet. But I'm surprised they didn't close that one. That one should have really closed. Which is weird. They chose Staten Island over Palisades Center, which to me is just weird. What are they? I mean, that store is still closed to this day. I gotta check something real quick. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I can't. Oh. Guys, hold on one second. My computer just the my apologies, everybody. I am back. Yes, only 16 days left for the Kmart in Kearney. I'm sorry, Belleville. Belleville's closing before Kearney. Belleville's closing Sunday, April 18th, 2021, and the Kearney one's closing Sunday, May 2nd, 2021. Yes, Westfield Garden State Plaza is doing well. No, that'd be the only Disney store in the state of Delaware. I can't imagine why it would be closing. That's a shame. Roosevelt Field does well. My opinion does not change on Roosevelt Field. Roosevelt Field is basically like Westfield Garden State Plaza. The only difference is it has a Bloomingdale's. That's about the only difference between the two properties. Other than that, same anchors, just about the same restaurants too. Oh, that's a shame. I don't think Simon really does curfews. Yeah, that's interesting that they would do that. A store called Psycho Bunny actually just opened up at Westfield Garden State Plaza. It's an interesting little store. Everybody really likes the bunny, which is interesting. It is sad though that the PlayStation 3 store is closing, but I get why at this point. I mean, the PlayStation 5 is out, so that's why. Yeah, I could see why. Not really. No. I wouldn't say it's like Supreme. It's an interesting brand. It's definitely not like Supreme. Supreme has a whole bunch of like drops. Park Meadows. What is Park Meadows? Ooh, that's a tough one. That is a tough one because it is a Nordstrom. Well, I think given that it has more anchor choices, I would probably say Park Meadows is probably slightly better than Cherry Hill, just given that it's slightly bigger. Yeah. I've actually never heard about Park Meadows. I'm kind of curious. I actually want to see. I've never heard of this mall. This is the first time I'm hearing about this mall. Interesting. Okay. Decent location too. Like it's between two different interstates. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Yeah, it's got a Nordstrom, a Dillard's. No parking decks either, which that's a good thing. It's always a good thing to have a mall that doesn't have parking decks. Wonder how many floors the Nordstrom is here. Interesting little mall. And they have a Crate and Barrel, which is always nice. Yeah, definitely better than Cherry Hill. Definitely Westfield Garden State Plaza. Even though Fashion Show is nice, Westfield Garden State Plaza is that. So yeah. Ooh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Then Park Meadows is definitely better than Cherry Hill. Although they have a gold Schindler in the Nordstrom, yeah, I'm gonna have to give that one to Park Meadows. The Dab, oh, oh man, like that. Yeah, I know it's probably terrible. Or you could do it. No, that's terrible too. Yeah, the only good Dab is like, yeah, I know. I don't fit in with my own generation. I know, I know. Look, you know how many times I've been told that? I've been told that several times that I don't fit in with my generation, and I'm okay with that. Yep. That one is going to be wrapping up liquidation sales on May 13th. But, anyways, you know, I think Bright Sun Films actually just did a video on the Century theme. I'm going to watch it pretty soon. I don't even know. They probably could have opened up around at the same time. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I guess they didn't want two locations in Paramus. I know Uniqlo moved from Westfield Garden State to Paramus Park. So, but anyways, so I think I'm going to go ahead and get off here and end it for the night. I know it's quick and short, but thank you guys for watching, and that will be it.